So, a male murders his wife and then uses the coronavirus as a cover up. Like, subscribe, ID in the Discovery Channel. Yes, ID in the Discovery Channel. The links are provided below. Get that Discovery Go app as well as that ID Go app. You might want to get those two things combined and make them into one. And I'm a Discovery influencer. That's indeed a fact. So, once again, a man kills his wife, then uses coronavirus as the cover up. He sent text messages to people in his wife's contacts stating the coronavirus is why she disappeared. Very odd, right? He acted, see, because that's a no-go. I'm gonna come back to that. So 43-year-old David Anthony, the male in the photo I just showed, right, is the individual responsible for the kidnap and was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. On the text messages he sent, he in fact acted as if he was the wife. Remember, she was dead, right? But he acted as if he was indeed her. 51-year-old Gretchen Anthony was the victim, and she was last seen at her place of residence on March 20th, 2020. That is spooky. So a suspicious text message was received by an individual who knew Gretchen personally. That text message was made known to police. Supposedly, Gretchen stated in the message that she found out that she had coronavirus, right? COVID-19. That's what she supposedly stated. Remember, it wasn't her, it was him. Acting as if he was she, right? So once again, she supposedly stated in the message that she found out she had coronavirus and stated that she was in the Center for Disease Control and Prevention's care, right? After she went to Jupiter, I'm sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. After she went to Jupiter Medical Center, right? The person close to Gretchen who received the message never heard from Gretchen after the message was sent. All that time, it was in fact not the wife but the hubby that was on these text messages, sending them out to people in her contacts. That's spooky. That's been an ongoing thing amongst various individuals who have died by hands of others, right? Gretchen's purse was found inside of her vehicle, a Mini Cooper, as her vehicle was parked at Jupiter Medical Center. Surveillance video shows a male exiting her vehicle after he pulled up. That male was white, tall, and Gretchen never checked into Jupiter Medical Center. She never checked in. Right, but once again, on the surveillance video shows a male exiting her vehicle, which means he parked the vehicle, right? He was a white, tall male. She wasn't seen getting out of the vehicle, right? That's the X. Why was it there? Why was he there? Another close individual to Gretchen, a male, told law enforcement that he too was sent a text message. He received the message on March 24th. In the message he received, Gretchen supposedly was under sedation because she was suffering from coronavirus, which was acute on her end, supposedly. Supposedly, because that wasn't even real. That was him. In the text message was also stated by her supposedly that she was at a CDC center. So that was a different message. It was another individual that was close to her that was receiving text messages. And so in that message, once again, in the text also stated she was at a CDC center, which authorities found out that the center didn't exist. That second person who received the text in which he did express Gretchen's style of text, as in the way she texted, was more of in the language of her husband, as in it looked as if it was the husband who was on the phone texting, and that person was receiving the text messages. The person that was receiving the text messages was saying they felt that it was the husband and not her because of the style, that the syntax. Everybody has their own way of, some people use various characters. Some people may put out full-blown paragraphs. Some people write in one sentence. Some people use a whole bunch of little cute animated things or faces or emojis, whatever, right? So yeah, he felt that it was not Gretchen. That second individual felt that wasn't her. So the text messages sent on March 26, 2020, sent to another individual in her contacts, claimed Gretchen had been placed on a ventilator at Palms West Hospital, yet once again authorities discovered that location did not exist. So her husband was on these various text messages, texting all type of people in her contacts, letting them know that Gretchen was at these various locations, which authorities found out none of them existed. That's spooky once again. Authorities checked around the area and neighborhood of Gretchen to try to find leads on her, as in what could have possibly happened, such as what could have been done to her, right? What he could have did to her, right? A neighbor provided authorities with a piece of information, that detail being that the neighbor heard someone screaming and crying while yelling the words of "No, no, it hurts. No, no, it hurts." Those screams and cries of the victim could be heard on March 21st at 6 a.m. Approximately 20 days after the screams and cries could be heard, one neighbor seen a chemical, fluid, and water seeping from the garage owned by Gretchen. That garage was closed as the chemical seeped from the garage. Once again, approximately 20 days after the screams and cries could be heard, one neighbor seen a chemical, fluid, and water seeping from the garage owned by Gretchen. That garage was closed as a chemical seeped from the garage. Another neighbor caught on video footage of the husband of Gretchen in a black Nissan coming and leaving Gretchen's house. That neighbor released the footage to investigators as part of evidence. So investigators believe it is and was the husband, David E. Anthony. He, being the husband to Gretchen, they feel is responsible for both her disappearance and death, which occurred on March 21st, 2020. Evidence held by investigators helped them to reach that conclusion. Cadaver dogs. So the dogs that pick up scent, right? Dogs, when they pick up, when a murder takes place or somebody dies, and you're trying to figure out, piece stuff together, you have the dogs that trail along looking, the scent dogs, right? So there was a positive, the dogs picking up, right? It showed Gretchen may have died on the garage floor. Once again, the dogs picked up that scent in the garage of Gretchen. Positive match. Also, blood was found on a wall in the master bedroom, as towels were in the washing machine, and a smashed picture frame was found. Around March 31st, 2020, the dogs alerted authorities on David's truck. Dogs that pick up scent. Yes, on dead bodies, right? Once again, around March 31st, The dogs alerted authorities on David's truck. That was just around the time authorities discovered David in New Mexico. So Gretchen's body has yet to be found. David is being held without bail in New Mexico and is to be given over to Palm Beach County. Yeah, that's where he's going to end up. Yes, being placed, right? So I'd love to know why the husband used coronavirus as the cover up. It sounds that stupid, right? It just is. Coronavirus. I mean, for him, it might have been believable, but to say he's been found out is to say he should have used something else, right? So, both surveillance videos told on the hubby. Those surveillance videos I spoke on told on the hubby. Yes, the video footage picked up by Jupiter Medical Center and the video footage provided by Gretchen's neighbor. Both videos help in the puzzle, because why would a husband need to park his wife's vehicle at a medical center as her body can't be found? He pulled up to the medical center in her vehicle, yet she wasn't seen on surveillance getting out of the vehicle, yet he was seen getting out of her vehicle after he parked it. Now, why would a husband need to leave his wife's vehicle at a medical center? Usually you do what he did to hide something, such as a crime and possibly murder. The surveillance told on him. That's all to be said. Dear viewers, let me know what you think about this video. Story and all in between, right? Yeah, because to go park a vehicle is to say, why park that vehicle of your wife? Why couldn't you park it somewhere else? Shows not too much smarts, because to know that medical centers have security there is to say security is going to be watchful in the means and manners of surveillance, and you would think or thought that even he would have knew that sort of thing. I mean, you can go up and see a garage sitting there, depending on the facility of, say, security sitting in a garage. The parking, are you going parking, and depending on how it's set up, each medical center is different, but it's still security, and medical centers are known to have surveillance on property. That's to watch everything. You would think that he would have known, but not everybody thinks that far, right? So yeah, we're on investigationdiscovery.com. The ID logo stands in the far left corner right here. Live now, American Nightmare. New episodes. To receive an audio visual preview is to click the play button. You would in fact receive, yes, a preview with that. To gain access, click right here, sign in. It's in fact locked down. Unlocked episodes, to receive an audio visual preview with that too is to click the play button. Unlocked series, recommended for you. Shouts out to Lieutenant Joe Kenda as well as Paula. ID Go original series. To receive a newsletter from Investigation Discovery is to type your email address in and click next. I'm in fact sitting on the next button. I'm scrolling down so fast. So, dear viewers, let me know what you think once again about this video as well as the story. Surveillance stands out the most. That's why I mentioned the surveillance about that sort of thing being very telling on the husband. Yeah, because see, if that neighbor wouldn't have had surveillance, But I'm thinking more than likely the hospital surveillance would have served just as much. The footage, surveillance video, the footage from the medical center. I'm sorry, from the medical center when he parked her vehicle. That would have been good footage enough, even if the neighbor wouldn't have gotten footage on him around the house area and all the rest. That surveillance video of him getting out her vehicle at the medical center, because that's suspicious enough to know you got out and parked her vehicle, and yet she's nowhere to be found, her body and all the rest, right? Is to say, why did you put it there? I asked that like 3 or 4 times. Why did you put her vehicle there? Why did you get out, walk away, right? What was the point of that? Because that just seems leery in itself. Why is that? You could have parked the vehicle anywhere, right? But to make it look more believable as a park, to make the story seem like it align, or try to make it align, that hubby of hers, right, to make the lie seem more believable, is for him to align everything by placing that vehicle there. That's how you get caught. So may you enjoy your day, viewers. I will in fact enjoy mine, and I'm gone.